How would you go about managing resistance to change within an organization during an agile transformation? Mm, Surprising to some, I'm actually quite a big fan of a model for change called AVCAR. So awareness, desire, knowledge, ability, recognition. I don't focus on the last bits too much. A lot of change resistance comes about from not understanding. Okay? People do resist change, yes, but only when they don't understand it. Actually, if they understand it and it's to benefit them, I find very often they're fine with it. Okay, we'll give it a go. So we need to get them to understand why and understand how they will benefit. Okay, that's the awareness and the desire piece in the ADKAR framework. So from the very top of an organization, when you're bringing Agile into an organization, those people need to be talking about it. They need to be explaining why it's important to the business, how it's going to help them. Agile is a tool. Okay? There are other things that you could use. So why this tool? What is it going to do for us that the current ones we've got don't? Why should I adopt it? So I want people at the very top of an organization talk about that. We're bringing it in to deal with a changing volatile market. Our competitors are able to release every 3 months. We can't, and we need to be able to. Okay. So I'm aware that there's a problem. How does it benefit me? How does it benefit my team? Okay. The desire piece becomes critical here, in doing this. So, if we go down to the team level, if you start working in this way, you will be able to focus on what's most important to the customer. You'll be able to change and evolve your product based on real feedback. You'll be able to work in the right technologies at the right time. You'll be allowed to adapt your process to be fit for work. Okay? You will benefit from this. And we are going to teach you how. The knowledge part then comes. But there's no point in doing what most people do. We're going to adopt Agile, train everybody. Why? What's that going to do? They've got a whole load of knowledge that they've got no idea why to use it. And I'll try some stuff out. But there's no underpinning to that. So for me, when you meet resistance in adopting things, ask yourself, why should they care? They're not doing it because they're bad people. They're not resisting just for fun. It takes a lot of effort on their part. A lot of emotional stress comes out in this place. So why are they doing it? Why are they willing to cause this friction? And it will be because they don't understand what's coming. They think that what they're doing works well enough. It will do it. And you know what? It might engage them in a conversation. Have that story. This is what we want to do. This is the benefit to the business. This is the potential benefits to you. That awareness, aim to create that desire. I'm a big fan of stories here. Tell them stories about what it could be like, what other people have done. Okay? Make them want to join you at an emotional level. Don't give them logic. It doesn't work. Hit their emotions. Make them want to. Tell them a story about the future of the organization, a way of working that is so appealing that they can't imagine doing anything else. And then listen to them. Tell them that story. See what they think. What do they say? Because they might say, that's really interesting, but we work in this area and actually the way we works brilliantly and we can't conceive of this working for us. Okay. So now we've got to craft a different story, one for them, one that makes them understand something that's maybe a shorter term goal. Okay? The brilliance of some of the greatest orators is their ability to talk about a future that is conceivable but positive. It is just beyond what we have today, but they can see it, they can aim for it. Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech, Dr. King was brilliant in crafting a world through that whole speech that was positive, that was in the future, if we strive for it, if we work towards it. Winston Churchill was the same, talking about defending the beaches. Okay? It was possible, it was believable, but it was in the future. Very often, When we start, we tell a big picture story, and some of the organization is excited by it. They love it. They want it. Yes, brilliant. Some people can't see that future. From where they're stood today, that's over the hills. Okay, come closer. What works for them? What explains to them why this matters? Make them aware of the problems you're trying to solve. Create in them a desire to help you. And then give them the knowledge, the ability to do it, and recognize their effort. Always recognize it. However small, however hard it's been to get them there, they are trying. They want to do a good job. Even if that effort is in resisting you, take time to thank them for that resistance, that challenge, because it is likely coming from a good place. It's likely going to be, we don't get how this helps us. We don't get how this helps you as a business. Doing what we do well. Changing this is going to hurt you. So we don't get the benefit. Thank you. I've heard it. I understand it. Let's work together to craft what that future could look like. Some people will accelerate in adopting Agile and they will take it hugely. They will love it. They will just bring it in and it will become part of how they work. Others, it will be a slower journey and it may be the wrong journey for them. Okay? Hear it, acknowledge it. Okay? Work with them. How can they help you deliver that? And it may be that it looks a bit different to everybody else. So that's the nature of any Agile adoption. They're all a bit different from each other. And inside an organization, each team is going to be a bit different from each other because they all work on different problems. They have different people. And the very nature of that means they're going to need different ways of working. So don't try and standardize it. Create your story, tell your story, listen to feedback, craft new stories that help them understand where you're coming from, and work with the people in your organization to meet them where they are and bring them towards what you see as a future. This is leadership. That's what we're talking about here. Okay? The way to manage resistance is don't lead.